So the sponsors describe this as a permitting streamlining bill. But what it actually does is it significantly narrows municipal authority over EV charger siting, and it strips the approval process and any semblance of local control away from local government. We see this trend all the time. I've said tongue-in-cheek sometimes, some of us never served in local government, and it shows because we wouldn't, be so nonchalant when it came to stripping local control away if we did. Maybe some of you did, I don't know, but this one's not good. Some of the provisions that are actually in this bill: there's no site plan review. So if you want to install an EV supply equipment at an existing gas station or retail establishment, it's exempt from site plan review and land use board review. There's no variance relief. The bill explicitly removes variance requirements that would otherwise apply under municipal land use law. Local review is very, very limited. So the town itself is only responsible, or is actually, I should say, restricted to demonstrable public health and safety concerns supported by substantial evidence. So planning, zoning, if the town council, zoning board, whatnot, talked about traffic circulation, aesthetics, broader land use considerations, those are taken off the table by this bill. Also, setback requirements can be overridden. So this bill expressly permits EV infrastructure to encroach into those required local setbacks, provided that certain maintenance clearances are maintained and sight lines or, there's still emergency access. But everything else is off the table. Also, this one's wild. There's corporate branding exemptions. So logos and branding integrated into that charging equipment are specifically exempted from any sign ordinance anybody has. And applications become, quote, deemed complete if municipalities do not issue a notice of incompleteness or connection notice within 20 days. The application is considered complete and it can proceed. I have a big question here that's not identified. Can these be thrown on preserved farmland? Because we are taking away local rights and encroaching in places where it never belonged. So your policy argument in favor of this is straightforward. Local approvals can take months or years, and if the majority wants charging infrastructure like this, anywhere, everywhere, popping up like rabbits in heat all over, that's great. But I find it funny that you're concerned when something local takes more than 20 days, when we take 2 years, I think, to do anything here. So the policy argument against this is very straightforward. We got to stop telling local municipalities what they can and cannot do. We're all about local control until we disagree. And we want them to do what we want them to do, and we want our thumb on them just like this. And we do that way too much. If a town wants to limit chargers in a historic district, town wants to preserve existing setback requirements, apply a local signage ordinance, or have its planning board review how a charging station installation might affect what a site looks like, this substantially reduces their ability to do so. The municipality becomes a safety reviewer. So the municipality still holds the ability to review the safety components of it, but not the ancillary pieces that typically go with an approval. For members who generally support municipal home rule zoning authority, planning boards, there is a coherent argument against this bill because this is another carve-out in the municipal land use law whenever we decide here in this room that our policy objective is important enough to bypass the local government. Again, this bill allows the safety issues to stay there. There's no answer about farmland open space, and there's no answer to be found when it comes to things like signage and encroachments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.